So definitely HIPAA, right? So I wouldn't read the definition here, right? It's kind of anything related with medical records, medical billing information, or patient histories or patient records, right? Comes as a PHI information, and we need to be, the providers need to be protecting it, right? So that's the key thing here, which comes in the HIPAA. Now, as we start thinking in AWS context, right? And we'll talk a little bit more about that, right? I want you to think about when you go and run your applications or move your services into AWS. It's not the AWS does not have the full responsibility of the HIPAA, right? Means if you look at actually AWS, they don't have a HIPAA certification per se, right? So they have a different guidelines, white papers, and other things which we are going to talk about, which help you to keep the HIPAA compliance, right? And there's a shared responsibility between the provider, which is AWS here, and the consumer, right, which could be the you or the applications, right? So we'll talk about it. And when I say providers, right, so in this case, AWS is going to take the role of a business associate, right? And we will talk about how you make them a business associate, right? And tenant or the consumer here, where you may be building an application, you could be a covered entity or a business associate. So you could play those two roles. And let's quickly talk about what I mean by business associate covered entities, right? Just to revise everyone. So first thing, PHI, right? We talked about PHI is all the medical records, right? Includes the billing records, includes even past, present, or future health information about any patient, right? All those come into the PHI, right? Or come within the scope of HIPAA. Now, what exactly is a covered entity and a business associate, right? Covered entities could be a health plan, a provider, a healthcare provider, a hospital could be a covered entity, right? So those are the entities which are handling the patient information, right, and are responsible for protecting that. And business associates are person, organization, or companies. In this case, AWS will be our business associate, which will be helping out the covered entities, right, to run their services or do part of their applications, like AWS runs the infrastructure, right, backend infrastructure for the HIPAA application here, right? So that will count as a business associate.
For more information, click on the link below or visit databrackets.com.